gentlemen, this is the main event. Introducing Boxing Hall of Famer, standing tall at 6 feet 5 inches, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Lennox Lewis.
Drink Champs.
Hi, this is Lennox Lewis on Drink Champs.
What it good be? Hopefully this is what it should be. This is your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is Drink Champs motherfucking happy hour. Make some noise! And right now, the person that we have in front of us, when you think of champion, I don't think the word champion is enough. You gotta call him the champion. He has defended his title through the most. This is the real boxing league. Right now, boxing kind of seems soft. I'm so sorry for y'all people that's boxing now. But I mean the real boxing league where everyone was ferocious and you would fight at press conferences and the man has held from England, of Jamaican descent. All the rosters on there.
He's from Drain's Hood. He's from
Drain Hood. He's from England. So and he's Jamaican too. Yeah. So he's of Jamaican descent. From England, went over to Canada, fought in the Olympics, dominated there, went pro, and beat everybody. In fact, when you look at his documentary, you realize not only did he beat all of his opponents, most of the opponents was running from him. He went to Catskill, New York, and met up with the champ, and they said that one day the champ won, and then the next day the other champ won. And it was destined for them to meet at the end. And they met at the end.
Full circle.
In case you don't know who we're talking about the remarkable, the impeccable, motherfucking legendary! Now one thing struck me immediately, studying you, was the Bob Marley, what's it called?
Crazy Ball.
Crazy Ball. As I'm watching the documentary, I see that this repeats itself. So I was like, it was something that what does that song mean?
Okay, it's interesting that you said that. First, thank you for the introduction.
Right.
That was great. And it's a pleasure being here with you guys.
Let's go, man. And by the way, what you want, red or pink? What you want to start with?
Oh, red.
Okay, let's go with the red then. You know what? We're going to go all out. You're going to have your own red. I'm going to have my own red. Let's just do it. But go ahead, that song. I gotta.
I used to go dances all the time, especially reggae dances, and I like clash dances. So,
the sound clashes?
Yeah, sound clashes. So for me, if you're gonna go or work to a song, it's gotta mean something. Right. Going to the ring, it's gotta mean something. And Crazy Ballheads meant a lot to me because I started growing my locks because of like a situation, and I said, I'm just gonna focus and I'm gonna grow my hair. So, my friends were saying, Jah, which is God, wouldn't give the power to a bald head. So, that's why I started growing my locks, to gain my strength, because I had a Samson-like complex. Wow. As my hair grew, I just felt I got stronger, type of thing. So that was the vibe going in the ring, chasing all the crazy bald heads out of town.
Because
and defeating
don't look at me like that, bro.
You want me to open it for you? You can open your own. Because you know why? When I first noticed it was against Tyson. So at first, I didn't listen to the lyrics. I'm thinking this is a record that you're deliberately making towards Tyson. But then later on, I found out there's a deeper meaning. I found out that it was almost about skinheads.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but it's really what it means to you.
Okay.
What it meant to me was like, I've got hair and I'm chasing all the crazy ballheads out of town.
Is that not in Rasta culture, like growing the hair, the dreads? Not a part of that?
Yeah, of course.
That's what okay.
I mean, people I grew up with were Rastas, part of a band, and I found that they were more spiritual, They were my teachers without, of life, and it was important for them to grow their hair and not allow a comb to touch it.
Wow.
And a lot of them felt that if they cut their hair, they would catch a cold and get sick. So the hair really gave them strength.
Right.
Wow. Now let's talk up to the beginning real quick. Miss Baker, let's open that up.
Yeah.
Come on. Miss Baker, like, she was the woman, right, who you took over.
Yeah, well, what happened with Miss Baker? Miss Baker is actually my mom's friend. And my mom left and immigrated to Canada, you know, that immigration story. I'm sure a lot of people have that. And, you know, she couldn't take me at that time, so she left me with a good friend, Miss Baker.
And this is in London, in East London,
This is in East London, and, you know, Miss Baker was a good friend to her. I think they took nursing together. Anyway, my mom immigrated to Canada with her friend over there and, you know, looking for a new life type of thing. And left me with Miss Baker, and Miss Baker wasn't really too nice to me. You know, I don't know what happened in between. Her husband was really nice to me, but she wasn't nice to me. Even sometimes he would go and leave me alone with her, and she would just be shouting away and, you know, cursing at me.
You were the only child in the house at the time?
In the house at the time. So, you know, I grew to not like her too much. But it's interesting because I went back years later and she jumped at me and hugged me. You know,
discipline though. It's probably discipline she was trying to teach or something like that.
I don't know.
Maybe she just didn't know how to deal with
You gotta open the bottle though.
Well, that's what it is. I don't think she had any children, so this was like, you know,
it's all new to her.
All new to her, and
not everybody's suited to be a parent.
I was scared, man.
What were you scared at?
So let me tell you the only problem I have with the documentary. It's so well put together. It's so... You got Dr. Dre narrating it.
I didn't realize it until the end, to be honest. I was like, man, this voice is familiar.
No, I knew that from the beginning. My only problem is I didn't hear about it as much. Like, I don't feel like they promoted it.
No, you're right. They should have promoted it a little bit more, but it's one of those stories that anytime you watch it, it's gonna impress you. You know what I mean? So even if you're late, it's still gonna impress you, and you're gonna still be happy about it because it's a good story, especially around nowadays. And you know, there's a lot of different people, a lot of immigrants coming in. You know, for them to connect to the story. How did you connect to the story?
Man, first off, you're one of my favorite boxers. I don't know if you know that, and it always amazed me. I knew you was a chess player. Without you knowing, without me seeing you play chess, because I watched you in the ring. And that's who you are. So for me, when I dug deep, the best part was for me to see how content you are. Like when people was talking, like even for Tyson, like Tyson said, I want to eat your children. Like that was crazy. And you sat back and you did an interview and you said, well, I hope he's a vegetarian at the time. I was like, that's the greatest fucking comeback you could fucking say. Yeah. But what it is a person, I think, was it Larry Merchant? No, not Larry Merchant, Jim Lampley.
Yeah.
And he said, a lot of people don't understand and they don't realize that you come from the hood just like them. It's just you have the British accent mixed with a little bit of Canadian. Yeah. People think because you talk proper that you had like a proper upbringing, like you was with the Queen of England or something like that. They don't realize you're from East London. Yeah. So how was that?
That was good. I mean, East London is a place, is an important place in London. Mm-hmm. All the famous people.
He's so hyped over that.
Yeah. All the famous people come from East London. Right. So
that's not Brixton, right?
No, that's South London.
That's South London. Okay.
But it doesn't matter where in London. It's like you're London or you're from the UK, so it doesn't matter. I don't understand why people have these different areas and say, hey, we own this area. It's like the whole place.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a code of ethics in one sense. Like, a handshake is good as a contract. Your word is your bond. Right. I grew up on those type of ethics, and it's followed me through life because it's an East London way of life.
Right. Now, you also played football and baseball. What would have happened if you would have made it in these other sports? What do you think?
Football, baseball, I didn't play.
No, I said basketball. My bad. I said
basketball.
Baseball,
I wanted to play basketball so much.
Right, because you're tall.
Yeah, I wanted to be like so great at basketball. But then when you got like 5'5" guys jumping over your head, it's like, oh, okay, maybe this is the wrong sport for me. I remember going up for a rebound and like 4 guys smaller than me was jumping over me and grabbing the ball. Right. So I was like, nah, this is not the one. You know, so
And in football, what position you played in football?
Football, I was a running back.
Okay, all right there. Okay,
Yeah, I was a running back. We played out of the I formation. I was the last one, and I love football. Yeah, football was great.
To this day?
Yeah.
You think
Listen,
you could have made it?
Well,
As a running back?
please, straight arm. Somebody gave me the straight arm one time, and I never forgot it. I'm like, yo. I went to go tackle him, and I was flying through the air because he was like hitting me.
Right. Something I thought you was going to get involved with. I don't know why I did. I thought he was going to get involved with wrestling.
Wrestling.
No?
Well, wrestling to me, I actually did wrestling in school.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't do like wrestling
Like
professionally.
WWE thing, you saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, because
I'm a character?
I believe so. I believe you could have represented for England and I believe so. What do you like being told? Well, I know in the documentary it says you're a world person, but if you had to choose one, what would you want to be?
Yeah, I mean, a citizen of the world.
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of people stay in one place. They don't get to travel. Right. I'm so glad I got to travel at a young age because I got to realize, like, in where did I go? In Europe, when you go to the bathroom, there ain't no toilet paper. There's like newspaper on the floor.
Oh, wow.
So it's like you got to grab some newspaper, and it's like coming to reality and saying, "Wow, we've got toilet
Sometimes
paper."
they don't have toilets. It's just a hole in the ground.
Yes. Right. So we've got a toilet and we've got toilet paper. So I should be thankful. Right. It's not I'm not suffering. Those people are suffering. Right. So traveling at a young age is very important. I went to a lot of different places.
Expands your worldview, and your neighborhood becomes like, this is nothing. This is a bigger world.
Also, playing chess at a young age. Right. I would say to a lot of kids out there to play chess, because chess helps you think, helps you plan, and helps you predict the future in one sense. When you play chess, or when a kid plays chess, he's thinking 5 moves ahead. So, the kids that don't play chess and that are getting in trouble, they're not thinking before what they're doing. The chess players are thinking. They're not going to go rob a store or stick somebody up because they've thought of the 5 moves
the
afterwards.
Possibilities.
Yes, of what could happen to them. Right. So that's why I always push chess at young kids.
Chess is dope. I like it.
Now, at the Olympics, you could have represented as England, but you chose to represent Canada. What made you do that?
I left England, and Canada was the country that actually nurtured me. That's where my mother was, and when I came over to Canada, I learned all kinds of different things. First thing I learned was snow. Yo, what is this white thing over here? This is snow.
Wait, hold on. But it was rain. It was snow in England, though, right?
The snow would be dirty snow.
Oh, okay.
Not like white,
rain,
fluffy
gray.
snow.
Great, yeah.
You got tundra snow in Canada.
Yeah, that's like New York, boy.
A little fluffy. I learned, how to deal with the cold.
Wow.
Winter sports, ice skating. Right. Learning about long johns, because I used to wear like 2 pants. No, long johns. Learning about hockey and all these different sports. So that was really an eye opener for me. Just learning different things and learning basketball, football. Right. My first sports were actually soccer and cricket. So I didn't know any other sport but soccer and cricket.
Okay, cricket is the shit where you throw down and the guy had the paddle.
Yeah.
I think I'm nice in that for some reason.
It's a bat.
I never played it, but I think I'm nice in it. I think I can play cricket. I don't know.
It's not as easy as you think.
It does look easy.
No, it doesn't look that.
Yeah, it's not.
It does when the guy throws the ball down and it bounces and it comes up.
You have to remember, depends on what spin that they give the ball. It could go whoop. It could go whoop. It could go whoop. You don't know until that hits the floor, and then you got to react.
Woo. Mr. Lee, I'm ready for shots, baby. Let's do some shots. Goddamn. Hold on, goddamn. I think I'm nice in cricket. You think you cricket?
I've never played cricket.
Let's try.
Let's do
drink champs drunk cricket. Or you got to be drunk to do cricket anyway.
No,
you got to be sober.
That
ball is drunk.
If that ball hits you, it's a conk.
Okay. So we all right. We already talked about the Olympics.
Yeah.
But this is the part that was shocking to me that I did not know. I remember Riddick Bowe giving up his title, but I did not know you and Riddick Bowe had fought in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Now, not only you fought in the Olympics, let's just be clear. You won the gold medal, but you came up to him and you said, I'm going to knock you out.
Yeah.
And why did you single out Riddick Bowe? Was he the #1 contender?
No, you want to hear the joke?
Okay.
I went to the Olympics and everybody kept on coming up to me and said, oh, Riddick Bowe says he's going to knock you out. I'm like, who's Riddick Bowe?
Oh.
And it was really members of the American team.
Okay,
And a couple of other people say, yeah, Riddick Bowe says he's going to knock you out. I'm like, who is Riddick Bowe? So I'm like, I asked one of the guys, could you take me to Riddick Bowe, please? So we went and we found him. We looked for a while.
Right.
Anyway, I seen him, walked up to him, and I said, listen, I'm going to knock you out.
Did you introduce yourself? Did you say, I'm Lennox Lewis?
No. I just said, I'm going to knock you out. Then I walked away. Then he was like, who's that? He's going to find out who I am.
Right.
And because I thought it was disrespectful for him to say he's gonna beat me, right. And he didn't even know me. Who is this guy? I didn't know him either.
Right.
So I'm glad that we fought and I knocked him out.
All right, let's get a shot because I want to get in.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because all right. In America, Riddick Bowe goes on, and he has this career.
Yeah.
Is this a secret between you guys, or there's other people that know that what happened in the Olympics?
No, nobody really knew.
Okay.
Just it was a secret between us guys. So
right.
when he boxed Holyfield and he came out of the ring, for some reason he walked past me. I don't know if it was like on purpose, but he was saying, "Oh, you're not right." I'm like, "Not right? What the hell are you talking about?" Anyway, I'm gonna knock you out.
He said it to you.
No, I said that to him again.
Okay.
I said that to him again because he remembered the first one, so I said it to him again because it's the same thing.
Right.
And then he got all heated, and then he never fought me.
Wow.
He never fought me. He put the belt, the WBC belt,
in the garbage,
which is a disrespect.
Right.
Another disrespect to Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali's face is on there. Joe Louis' face is on there.
Yeah, past champions.
Yeah.
So I think he was afraid that I was going to knock him out.
I think that's what Dr. Dre narrated too. That's a fact. That's a fact. Dr. Dre said. Now listen, Lewis, we don't know. In our career, this is about bigging up our legends, bigging up our life, man. You are a real champion, one of the only champions that bow out on your feet, not on your back. Kept your titles, and we're gonna respect that and salute that.
By the way, this is our Drink Champ Sports panel right here.
Yeah.
You have a special panel here on your behalf.
All right. So let me ask you, during the boxing waves, after he drops the belt, is people in boxing is saying, wow, if Riddick don't want to fight him, no one's going to fight this guy. Is it a dry spell from them? Because
no, not really. I think a lot of people were looking for that fight. This is a fight of the guys from the Olympics. Right. Riddick Bowe said, he got ripped off. Okay, prove it. Let's fight and let's meet in the professionals. Right. Let me tell you, Riddick Bowe threw a great combination in the Olympics that hit me, that really pissed me off.
Wow.
And it was like a 1-2, and then up the middle. Like it's almost like a Tyson punch. Wow. And he learned that because he had a great trainer and he worked with professionals. I was always working with amateurs.
Right.
But he only caught me with that once, and that really turned me on to really, focus on the next round.
Right. One thing about boxers, right, that is different from any other sport. Like you'll get dunked on, and you'll still come out and play. You could get a home run hit on you, you can still go out and pitch. When people get hit with that one punch, that floors them, either knocks them out cold or they hit the canvas. How does a boxer, how do you come back from that?
Well, it's interesting, and that's a great question because a lot of people can't come back from it.
Right, like you get posterized in basketball.
Is that in training? Do you train for the being knocked down, coming back up?
No.
Because you can't. Because that'll knock you out.
You don't want to get knocked out nowhere.
No, I know, but I'm saying, is that anything apply to that?
The greatest question is, how does it feel to be knocked out?
That's what I'm about to go next. Go ahead.
And then I'm like, let me knock you out, and you can see.
but how does one, like, what is going through your mind Like you train, I believe it was Mike Tyson who said, everyone is prepared until you get punched in the face.
Right.
Like, so what happens when it's not punched in the face, you knock down? Like, how does
All right, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
The Rockman, my brother Rockman,
Okay.
bless.
That's great to hear you say your brother.
Yeah.
Wow, I seen Rockman. All right.
Yeah. Me and him were at ends in the beginning.
Right.
And it was like, yo, he said some things that really got under my skin.
Right.
I said some things that really got under his skin.
Right.
And we solved the whole thing in the ring. And then we were friends. So that's what I love about boxing. You know, although we can be enemies, but you know, once we fight it out, we can be friends.
Right.
So for him, when me and him fought, he threw an unbelievable punch, which my chin happened to be in the way of.
Right.
I put up my hand and I thought I was blocking it like easy. Yeah, I got this. But it went around here and caught me on the chin, and the reaction was straight away, boom, boom. So I went down, and you want to know how it feels? It felt slow. Everything was going in slow motion.
Wow.
And then when I hit the ground, everything spit up.
Wow.
So, in that fight, I never really got an opportunity to really come back and, you know, recover from it or anything. The referee just stopped the fight. But this is what happens in boxing, you know, a loss. How do you come back from a loss?
Right.
Well, for me, it was easy because I realized straight away what I did wrong. It wasn't like I got beat up or anything. I made a mistake. Right. That mistake won't happen again. Right. So my mental condition was like, all right, good
because
fight.
If you got hit with the right hand, do you come out the next fight and are you just avoiding that right hand, or are you still like on guard for overall, or is it like, you know what, I'm just avoiding the right hand? That's why I messed up last time. Is it like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You look at the fight, you look at it continually, and you say, what did I do wrong? And then you when you're training, you're still thinking about what you did wrong.
Right.
Oh, I got to keep that hand up. I got to make sure this is up. Watch out for that, because that was his best punch that he hit me with. And you know, he did a remarkable job with the punch, but the second fight now.
Right, yeah.
The second fight.
Let's talk about that second fight now. Let's talk about that second fight now.
5 months later. Yeah, 5 months later. You know, I looked at the whole fight. I actually was in South Africa with Mandela.
Right, with Mandela.
Yeah, you got to talk about that too.
Yeah,
that
was great. You know, Asim Rockman won the heavyweight championship of the world and left Africa, didn't visit Mandela.
But he was there early though, Rockman.
Yeah, he was.
For the altitude.
Did you
ever think that was a mistake? And let's get back to the Mandela.
Yeah. No.
Because that's what a lot of people were saying, that you took Rockman lightly.
Anytime that was the first time I actually fought in altitude.
Right.
I didn't know how high it was.
And altitude, for people that don't know, that's like
it's less oxygen in your body,
right.
And you have to get acclimated. Your body has to get acclimated to breathing that way.
Right, and I wasn't acclimated.
Right.
I was actually, you know, feeling good. But anyway, when I got into the fight, it kind of messed up my rhythm, my training rhythm. This is not how I train, because what happens when you're in a high altitude, you throw a combination, and then you gotta take a breath. It's like a slower fight, and you gotta make sure that you don't take too much breath and have to go. You know what I mean?
It's like getting lightheaded as well. You get lightheaded.
Lightheaded, you're not getting enough oxygen in your body, and it kind of messes with you mentally. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get tired if I do this. I gotta slow down. So it kind of messed me up in the fight a little bit, but not the second fight.
Right, yeah.
I'm a person that learns from my mistakes. So I didn't.
Got that, make some noise.
So you stayed and you met Mandela.
Yeah.
On that trip.
Right. I
the first one.
Met Mandela. Mandela said
he was studying your boxing style.
Yeah. He said, "Oh, don't worry, Lennox. You'll get it next time. I know you."
Wow.
I'm like, Mandela's watching me.
Take a shot for Mandela. Let's take a shot for Mandela, man.
Let's do it.
That shit. Yo, no, that shit. Cause listen. By the way, excellent documentary. I told Kamal.
Thank you.
You know, by the way, I would have watched the documentary whether we was.
Did you see it, brother?
We all watched it.
We all watched
it. I mean, that was everybody's homework. But it was parts like that impressed me that I didn't know, to see the humanity. Oh, damn, yeah, come on, the humanity and you know, that not only that. This is a question. I know I'm bouncing around.
Yeah.
Did you and Tyson have squashed it when Ali asked you both to be his bail, his pallbearers?
Yeah.
You had already squashed it.
Oh yeah,
okay.
long time.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. Because I was looking.
It seemed like you squashed it right after that fight.
We squashed it after the fight.
The way that Tyson came up and showed respect. Yeah.
All right, cool. We were going too fast.
Let me tell you. I know. Let me tell you.
Hold on, Salud. Let me pick you up again, goddammit. Salud. Let's go, guys.
Big up my brother Tyson.
Yes. And Mandela. No, Mandela.
Legend,
Let's stick with Mandela for a second. Yes.
That's historic.
I mean,
it was important to
on
me.
such a
It was
grand
important
scale.
to me because this man spent 27 years in jail
for the rights of black people.
for the rights
Did
of
you
black
visit
people.
the prison in Cape Town?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
You went over there?
Yeah.
I didn't get to it was a cloudy day and then the ferries weren't going.
Let me
but I
tell
was
you,
out there.
The prison is about as big as this room. It's like, how you put a prison on the island and then make it a small prison and then make the cells small? It's like some mental thing.
And that prison was still open when you visited?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And they had tours to it now. You can go. When I went out there, they had tours.
Good.
The person that actually showed us around was actually in jail with Mandela.
Wow.
So
It's like their Alcatraz in a sense.
Yeah.
And you were in Ghana for the fight, or you was in Ghana to see Mandela? Or
No, I went to Ghana actually for my friend's wedding.
Wow.
Yeah, the prince.
The Prince of
Friends
Ghana?
called the Prince. Nigga.
Yeah, he's not Yeah, you could say he's the Prince of Ghana. I call him Prince, so he's the Prince of Ghana. There you go.
And then, so how does this phone call happen? Does somebody say, "Hey man, Nelson wants to meet you," and you're like, "Nelson who?" And they're like,
I doubt they say Nelson.
I'm just imagining it. I'm imagining
Mr. Mandela, maybe?
No. My aim was to, if I'm going to be in Africa, I'm going to definitely.
You're going to look him up.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I went to Soweto. I went to all the different
In Johannesburg.
parts. Yeah. Great place. Wow.
Soweto's dope.
Massive.
Right.
Just big.
Right.
Yeah, great place. Right. I ate so much food in Africa. I was like, wonder why am I eating so much food? Right. They said, because it's fresh. We just killed it today.
and, yo, for people that I had a conversation with Akon about this on here, and Akon keeps stressing that you don't have to take shots to go to Africa. Everyone thinks that you have to take shots to go to Africa because we can't drink their water. Is that something that you experienced?
Yeah, I didn't take shots. I took pills.
Oh wow, wow. So what is going on?
We didn't take me and Dre. We didn't. No, we didn't take no shots to go.
That's why.
Which part of Africa did you go?
To South Africa. We went to Johannesburg and Cape Town.
These are only for like the paranoid people.
Right. I mean, you drink bottled water. You're not going to drink tap water just because you're not used to their water.
Right. Oh.
True.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Damn, I gotta go to Africa, goddamn.
You haven't been to Africa?
Yes.
How have you not been to Africa?
Yeah, I know. I'm black. Let's take a shot. Let's take a shot for Africa, goddamn. I'm in, man. I got mad notes,
Are you
man.
guys drinking the same thing?
Yeah, they drinking that. So I'm bouncing around a little bit. The Tyler Biggs fight. You beat him in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
But 1991, you got your revenge. How did that feel?
It felt good. The only reason that Tyrell Biggs beat me the first time because of a lack of experience.
This was in the Olympics.
This was the Olympics. Okay. And before that, he's had international experience all over the globe. And this is the first time of my international experience. And he was definitely a little bit better than me in what he did. Yeah, in the Olympics. So I realized that, okay, he won the Olympics. I'm going to come back and beat him in the pros. And my focus was real serious when it came to training for that particular fight. If you look at that fight, I was in great shape, and I was ready for the Rumble. So and I was upset the fact that you beat me in the '84 Olympics, and then you won the Olympics. You didn't do anything.
Wow.
So I'm gonna,
you didn't go professional,
right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to beat you just to show that how good I've become.
Now, when I also watched the documentary, but I went and watched the actual fights because I'm a fight fan.
Yeah.
The only fight I can really say you definitively lost is the Rock Mom fight. Oliver McCall fight, I watched 10 times. I watched on a thing, on a documentary, but then I actually wanted to watch it myself. You were up at 7.5. What's your figures up? This is when I really said to myself, you're a real gentleman. Because I wanted you to refute that. I wanted you to be like, fuck that, like but you did take it. What did that feel? Because you was up at 7.5. I did it myself, maybe 8, but I 7.5 when you got up, and you went like this. You did wobble a little bit, but your hands was up. As a champion, I felt you should have defended your championship. Yes. I felt like he should have took it from you.
Yes.
He almost took it from you, but when you did like this, you defended.
Right.
I felt like you were supposed to make a...
Let me tell you, it really depends on, boxing's a funny game because, if the promoter's putting on a show, then he puts everything together. He brings in the
promoter's
referees.
Don King.
Yeah.
We're going to get into him next.
Yeah.
I'm ready, okay.
He brings in the judges, he brings in everybody. So if it's his show and his boxer's boxing, the
might
judges...
be his referee?
Yeah, might be his referee.
Handpicked judges?
Right. Well, after my fight, I actually seen the referee sitting at a big round table all dressed up with Don King. After the fight, I was going to the after party. I'm like, wow. And he goes, Lennox Lewis.
The greatest ever. The greatest ever.
Actually, I love Don King. Don King's a real nice guy. Obviously, he's everybody knows about his promotional days and what he's done and his history. But, he's a person that I kind of learned from. So I watch and I learn from, and there's a couple things I picked up.
I believe Evander Holyfield got 15, you got 10, and Don King got 10. And he didn't get punched in his face at all. Somebody should have punched him in his face. He give you 10 million. Hey, come on, let's do another goddamn shot, goddamn. Lennox Lewis.
Is this water or what?
What you said? You got it?
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Grab the mic,
I want to know where Lennox gets the mindset of the positive thinking, because you're right. After the McCall fight,
I was beat before you.
Yeah, you beat his heart after all that.
After
This is Creed.
the Holyfield fight, when he clearly won to me, and they called it a draw. How when they put the mic in front of him, how positive he is. And he knows he's getting ripped off, but he just stays positive. And he
but not only, let me help you out with this. Not only did he get ripped off, this was the time the crowd actually. The crowd was like your biggest Flavor Flav hype man. It was like the crowd was your hype man.
Overtly getting ripped
it was
off.
like
where does that positive mindset come from?
Right.
You've had it your whole career till now.
Yeah, and I'm a positive person, and I believe that I want to be around positive people because I don't like when people bring you down or energies bring you down. And I realized in boxing you got to win.
Definitively. Don't leave it up to the judges.
And there may be some time you're going to lose. You can't be in boxing and think you're going to win all the time. There may be a chance you're going to lose. So mentally, you have to know that how you're going to deal with that. So, it's a situation where I lost.
The Oliver McCall?
Yeah.
I want to be for you.
Yeah.
I want to be.
It doesn't matter that the referee helped him or whatever. It didn't help me.
In that position,
because I'm thinking, I'm a heavyweight champion of the world. This is my title. Man has to win it from me, but he knocked me down once, and you want to stop the fight. So, every boxer's been through their type of drama or situation where judges have gone against them.
What was it? Pernell Whitaker against, I believe, what's my man name? From Mexico, and he beat him up the whole fight, and then at the end he just hit him one time.
Was that Chavez?
Chavez, yes. You remember
Chavez.
that?
Yeah, that was a great fight.
Yeah, that's a great fight. He whipped him the whole fight, and then at the end he got him one, and the refs just stopped it.
So boxers go through their ups and downs, but you can't let the downs affect you. Right. You gotta see through it. Like life. All the downs you gotta bring it back. It's how you deal with the downs, basically, which defines who you are.
But is there an underbelly of gambling and things like that are deciding these things that have nothing to do with the actual boxing itself?
I always thought of that. I always thought, somebody knows something. How do they know to do the betting?
The odds, right?
The odds.
Right.
That blows me away.
Like, did a judge get paid to go one way?
Yeah, don't know. You'll never know. You never know. But one thing I realized in my boxing career, bring your own judges.
Right. Make it definitive. That's real shit. That's real shit.
Now, again, I'm bouncing around a little bit. One of the most interesting fights was when it was England against England. The Bruno fight.
Yeah, baby.
And I remember, I believe you was in a car, and a reporter comes up to you and says, he said he's going to knock you back to Canada. It wasn't a nice thing to say. And then you said, well, he's trying to intimidate me, but I can't be intimidated. How was that? Like, because you're born in England.
Yeah.
And, okay.
I mean, you know, Frank Bruno was the main guy in England right now. He was doing pantomime, he was doing all kinds of things, and he was
Look at my man. Look, he wanted to get in. Look, when I talk, that's my man from England. Look at Drake. This is his question right here. The Frank Bruno question. He been ready. Yeah.
So, you know, he's been over there for a while. So he's the darling of England. Everybody, you know, loved him. He didn't give no trouble. He was a nice guy. I thought he was a nice guy too.
Right.
But nobody was there to challenge him.
Right.
And when I came over, I came to challenge him. I said, he is the old, I am the new. And I think that affected him mentally because he didn't like what I said. Right. He said he's gonna knock me back to Canada.
Right.
And they didn't want to accept me being British, that I was born in England, because of my Canadian accent. I say, oh, he sounds American. It sounds, every time I go to England, he sounds American. I was like, wow. I'm Canadian, I'm British. I grew up in Canada, that's why I sound American, but I've got a North American speech.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, that was a serious time at that time. It was really the new coming against the old, and it's a fight. It's always a fight. I'm coming in his territory. Right. So once the people seen the fight and realized, okay, the new is good. The new is the one that's going to win the heavyweight champion of the world in over 100 years. This is the man that's going to do it. So that's why everybody, you know, his fans started to be my fans. And obviously he's got his diehard fans, but you know, they liked me as well because the fact of what I was doing or what I did.
God damn, make some noise for that.
How was that?
Pull the mic to you.
How you doing? I'm Paul. I gotta say my name because I respect you as a champion who you are. So how was that confidence builder for you when you won in the Olympics and Canada embraced you? Because they didn't win in 50-something years.
Yeah.
So that confidence to you is how much?
It was great because, you know, after the Olympics, I actually went to the west coast of Canada, Vancouver,
I love
Calgary.
Vancouver.
Vancouver's dope.
Calgary, I love Calgary too.
All these different places, I didn't bring no money.
Right.
Everybody gave me everything. It was like, wow. And people, old ladies were coming up to me and saying, thank you. I'm like, why? Because you won the Olympics.
Won the Olympics, goddammit.
And I felt really, really great on that. And let's drink to that.
Yeah, let's drink to that. Hold on. Oh man, all right, hold on. You got I got like 15,000 questions, brother. I got notes. That's why you know I'm feeling great.
You guys are serious about this drinking.
We gotta get it short. It's called drink chance, brother. Salud.
The champ.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you know. I can't be faded.
Okay, no problem. I tried the other night, it didn't work. I tried to get you at Sardelli's, it didn't work. I was giving you wet wine and all type of shit you was having, but it didn't. But all right. Okay. After the Oliver McCall fight, you did something that was remarkable. You recognized your mistake, but you didn't give the credit to the fight.
Ooh, Oliver McCall?
Yes. You gave it to Emmanuel Stewart.
You know why I didn't give the credit to him? Because it was a lucky punch. The man moved and did his thing.
Right.
And he was shocked himself. So I'm like,
because that was right out the gate, right?
Yeah, it's you know, mentally I was trying to get that right hand and I was trying to knock him out. I was trying to knock everybody out.
Right.
And to me, it was a learning process. It was a learning process because I was trying to knock him out. He knocked me out.
Right.
So I said, what did I do wrong? And then...
Almost like the reverse rope-a-dope.
Right, yeah. So I realized what I did wrong, fixed it, and I came back.
Well, here's the genius part about it. You looked at the architect, Emmanuel Stewart.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right.
And let me tell you, if you look at the documentary, you're gonna see Manny say, roll and come back. You took away his best weapon, roll and come back, and that's what he did.
Right.
And to me, see, that's the difference between a normal trainer and a trainer that has experience, because he can say to you, man, that guy's been knocking people out with right hands. This is how we're gonna go after him. We're gonna let him throw that right hand, take it away from him and come back, because he's throwing it with everything. So I put everything into it. All he did is wave it off and come back. Right. And really, I'm helping myself knock me out, because I'm going forward.
You're getting in the way of the punch.
Yeah, and I'm going forward, and he's just really swinging back and coming forward. I'm coming forward into the punch and meeting the punch dead on.
Right.
Now you had also Pepe, the trainer, right?
Pepe, great trainer.
Great trainer.
Actually, you know.
Who did he go against you with? Like he was down with
Wasn't
you?
he with the homie, right? The same dude.
No, not Oliver McCall.
No. I forgot the guy's name right now, but yeah.
How was that in boxing? The guy that you come up with, and it's actually not business. It's business.
Yeah, it is business.
If they go on.
But in the doc,
it has to be personal to you.
It made it seem like he was a yes man in the doc to you.
Yeah,
which was a crutch.
My man, Frankie told you that. He thought he was, Okay.
Yeah, you know, for him coming against me, I don't hold it against him, because he's a trainer. You know, and he was in my camp. He knows me. Right. So I think the other side was smart to get him.
Right.
We want to know about Lennox Lewis. What's his assets? What's good about him? Where can we get him? If they're gonna give the trainer money, trainer has to live.
Right. That's
you know what I mean? So he's gonna take it. But I love Pepe. Pepe's a great trainer. He actually just lost one of his sons. So condolences to him. Blessed him. Yeah, man.
So, but Emmanuel Stewart. So what happens? You guys in the documentary, which I love.
We took him.
You asked him and you said, "How did you beat me?"
Yes, he told me.
Wow.
Took away the right hand. He said I was reaching too much, and I was over reaching because my balance was over. So they took advantage of that, and this is technical error. Right. Technical error. That's why I always say to great boxers, get a good coach, get an old coach, because he's been around a while. He can tell you things that you don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, forget the documentary. Just for me being a Lennox Lewis fan, I knew when you got with Emmanuel what type of fighter you like. I mean, you was already elite. Yeah. But he made you super elite.
Let me tell you, Emmanuel Stewart is a great trainer.
By the way, rest in peace.
Yeah, bless. He taught me so much, and he knows so much. Great trainer. He's the trainer of champions. Right. When we had a fight coming up, he would say to me, "Go watch the fight, because you break down things easy. Good. I like the way you break things down." So I looked at the fight, I broke it down. He came, he said, "That's right. That's what we need to do. Plus this." So he would add a little to it, and we're a great team. Right. He's like I said. What he said, and when he spoke, I understood and could relate to what he needs done. So if he said, "Go win this round," he knows that I will go and win this round.
How crazy was it? Because I believe the Klitschko brothers did the same thing you did. After the Klitschko brothers fought with you, they hired Emmanuel, right?
Yeah, smartest thing they ever did. Get the trainer of champions. I think you know, they did the right thing. They made the right move, and you know, it helped them. It benefited them.
Right. You know, looking from his track record, obviously I met Emmanuel, but I didn't get on the gym with him or, you know, take boxing like that. I love boxing, but it's like he makes a champion a champion.
Yeah.
He makes him more than he is. So how was it? So did you have to go to Detroit and train with him, or what was it? I know you had dinner. I think they said it. They said you guys had dinner. But then how did they move forward? Then they said you guys have some rest. Like don't just come in here immediately train, get some rest. And then what was it like proceeding after that?
Oh, yeah. So the first meeting with Emmanuel, I actually knew Emmanuel before that.
Right, because he said he was going to be a champion back then. Like
Yeah. So Manny basically came into camp and showed me a couple things that I didn't know. Right. Like, for instance, because of the fact that I used to fight smaller guys and they used to be hookers, so I had to make sure that my right hand was up all the time. Right. So I used to keep it up here. Right. Manny came into the camp and said, "Why are you keeping your hand up here?" He said, "If anybody throws a hook, you can move your hand 2 inches, can't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can." He said, "Then do that." He said, "Your hand should be in front of your mouth." And let me tell you, he helped me because in the Ray Mercer fight, Ray Mercer had a great jab. He was popping that jab. He actually gave me a fat lip. And, boxers, after a fight, even if you won, walking around with a fat lip is embarrassing. People are going, "What happened? What happened?"
I thought you won.
I'm like, "Yeah, I won." So he helped me out of that because I hated that. It was embarrassing always having a fat lip, and I won.
Right. Oh my God.
So he was great. This is technical. Put your hand in front of your face because even if a guy throws a jab, it's gonna catch your hand. He said, if a guy throws a hook, you can move your hand 2 inches. Yeah. So the technical aspect of Emmanuel is he's like a professor. Right. He knows it. Right. He knows it good.
Seems like it. So all right, so we talked about the Riddick Bowl. Did you talk about Razor Ruddock?
No, Razor Ruddock. Razor Ruddock was a sparring partner of mine. In fact, we sparred together so we would help each other. And he had such a great jab. He actually helped me develop my jab because he had a great jab. And when we sparred so much, it's like I was learning off of him, and it was like I wanted my jab to be good. He would hit me with his jab. I'm like, nah, this guy hit me with his jab. It was like a fight, almost like a fight, but it was actually sparring matches. We're helping each other, but it was a fight. I didn't want him to get the better of me. He didn't want me to get the better of him. So we helped each other get better.
Iron sharpen iron.
Yeah.
What was your favorite fight you ever had?
Favorite fight? There was no favorite fight. All my fights are favorite because of the fact that each fight brought around something different. It's a different math problem to solve.
There's the math problem, and it's your choice to fix it.
Yeah. Yo, let's drink to that. Let's drink to
that, goddamn. Come on, goddamn. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. You have a real great career. Listen, so I don't know. Did you get the gloves? Oh, so sorry. Did you get the gloves? I got gloves for you to sign, man. I'm just throwing that out there, man. I'm super fanning out.
Listen,
what I'm saying? You got gloves too? You forgot them? Oh, you fucked up, then. You got them? Oh, I got my gloves, brother. I got my gloves.
I've got a charity called the
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis League of Champions.
Lennox Lewis League of Champions. Yes.
With kids, yeah. You watched it?
Let's take shots for the kids.
Yeah.
Come on, goddamn.
Kids don't take shots.
Little kids don't take shots. We taking shots for you. All right, dale, cabrón. Pasa ese. You need more? All right.
So tell us about the charity.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, we've been around for 6 years. We've been having camps for 4 years, and it's basically bringing kids into a situation where, we're teaching them how to be great people. I look at my life and the people that were involved in helping me. Right. This is what I want to do for young kids. Create boxing camps for them, teach them how to box and teach them how to deal with life. And the same disciplines that we have in boxing will help you through life.
Right.
So, we've been
Police officer introduced you to boxing, right?
Huh?
A police officer brought you to the gym, right?
To the
No,
athletic
I actually went to. I gotta tell you the story. So
be ready.
it's like we have all these different high schools in Miami.
Right.
Then they say to you, okay, we're gonna have a dance every month at a certain high school. But if anybody from any different high school goes there and fights, they're expelled. So obviously we went to this school called KCI, and the bad boys from there wanted to fight us because the girls liked us, obviously. And you know, we realized we said to them, listen, come down to the police boxing gym and box, and we'll fight you down there.
You guys said this to them?
Yeah, because we couldn't fight at the dance. So they said, yeah, we're gonna go, we're gonna be there, we'll be there.
It's in England or Canada?
It's in Canada.
Canada,
okay, cool.
And they didn't show up. I went, me and my friend went, Andrew, didn't show up. Anyway, the trainer said, hey, you, which is me, go move around with this guy. I moved around with this guy, and then all of a sudden, he hit me in the nose, and my eyes started watering. I didn't like it. He said, okay, don't worry. Go with this guy. Put me in a guy with my size. I started doing Muhammad Ali, which is the only guy I watched on boxing. And it felt good. It was a game to me. And that's what caught me in boxing.
Let you know you're a maniac. When you like violence, I was trying to avoid that conversation. But you said that in the documentary. You was like, yo, I saw Fred, and he's like, I just liked it. I said, this guy's a maniac right here. Because like, it's no. In all honesty, like, some people are just skilled at what they do. Some people are skilled at talking. Some people are skilled at rapping. Some people are skilled at knocking motherfuckers the fuck out. And something about you knew that first time you got in the ring, you said, I like this.
Yeah, it was great. And I realized it was your own, you don't have to depend on a team, because I was a team player. Right. I played football, basketball. This team is a one-person team.
Yeah, your teammates.
Right. So it really depends on you. So it depends on your sacrifice. So if you're partying, drinking or whatever, and then you go in the fight, it's not gonna work. Right. If you're focused, dedicating, it's gonna work, especially if you're good and if you're focused mentally and strong-minded. Yeah, take it all day.
Did you already have that height?
Huh? No, I'm good.
Oh, are you sure?
Did you already have that height when you first?
Yeah, well, I was kind of like that lanky kid, tall and lanky.
That's interesting. You know, I noticed in your fights, as tall as you are and as reach as you have, you go inside it. You get inside.
All right, so that's good, because you know a lot of fighters, a lot of heavyweights don't like boxing inside.
And tall guys too.
Right. Somebody told me.
I
I forgot who that was. I think it was Emmanuel. Said you got to be good on the inside and the outside.
Right.
You got to be able to box on the inside and the outside. So I learned to box on the inside because of that. Because I don't want anybody beating me on the inside. I want to win on the inside and the outside. So I want to be a great professional on the inside and the outside.
As a chess player, not to cut you off, sorry.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that since you're tall and have reached, that the opponent is training that way? So when you get in close, they lost. You know, like they're training.
Like a strategy.
Since you're tall and they're training to fight you
from a distance.
But since you get in the middle, then they didn't prepare for that.
Well, sometimes because some guys that have shorter arms feel that if they have shorter arms, they can beat you. Their main focus should be on the inside.
They have to get in the inside.
Because they got shorter arms. So, and then if I got long arms, I can't box inside. But I fooled them. I fooled them.
Yeah. Right. Nice. That was a great answer.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to get into it, man. Everybody ready? Hit on your bro. Quick time slide. Beat everybody. Beat Evander Holyfield. Beat Riddick Bowe. Big Razorati. Beat everybody. And then they say, it's finally time. The guy from the Catskills. To face the Tyson. First off, what are you thinking? Like, because according to the documentary, I forgot your man's name. He said that I think Tyson won the first day.
Yeah. Oh, Courtney Shan.
Your homeboy who robbed with you. I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Whenever I see him, I salute.
Yeah.
And he said, Customato and I believe you guys Angie.
Yeah.
Or
Courtney. I mean.
no, I'm talking about the white guy that was with
Arnie.
you. Arnie. So they said that you guys sparred the first day, and you lost the first day somewhat,
Right.
and then the next day you learned him.
Yeah.
And you got back. Years later, this happens.
Right.
First off, that's like your style. Like if you lose, you figure it out and you get him back, right? But this is something that I think is barely on tape. Like you guys sparring. I don't know if that was both of you guys. I kept looking. I couldn't really tell. But I was like, all right, it gotta be those two, you know.
Let me tell you, bro.
Yes.
We went up to the Catskills,
Okay.
and actually, I was in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
Yeah. But you've really been all over the place, goddamn.
I won the World Junior Championship over there.
Oh shit.
The American.
What age is this?
This is when I was like 17.
Okay, let me take a shot for you. Come on, give me a shot. Give me a shot.
And we're drinking marijuana right here for Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo. That's right. You gotta. Oh, I poured it way too.
Yeah.
Way too.
No,
way too.
that's good. That's good.
All right, it's cool. You can't get drunk though.
No.
All right, but go ahead. Santo Domingo. You in Santo Domingo.
And I won the tournament over there, the World Junior Championship, and the American team said, well, you didn't box the best. I'm like, who's the best? They said Tyson. He don't like taking planes. His manager don't like taking planes. And if he was here, he would beat him. I'm like, really? So me and my trainer talked to him. We said, listen, let's go find this guy. He's up in the Catskills. I'm like, okay. He said, let's drive up there. So we drove up there.
Okay, I need to stop you because the Catskills is close to Canada, correct?
Yes.
Because that's upstate New York. Upstate New York is
Buffalo.
Buffalo, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue. I'm with you. Everywhere you go.
So we drove up there. I met Mike Tyson. I met Customato. Nice people. Mike Tyson was nice. He was like, he's my age. And he took me up into this room. He put a sheet up and we were looking at old fights. I'm like, yo, where do you get these old fights? I've never seen these old fights in his life.
Beta.
No,
film.
This was
Yeah,
film.
projector
This
film.
was film.
That shit, oh shit,
This
okay.
was film.
This is real shit
And
right
we
here.
hanged this sheet up, and it was in his room, and it was like we were watching it, and he was telling me about these old fighters and how they would box and what they would do, and I realized, wow, I didn't know about this sweet science, realizing how these guys would, headbutt and punch a guy behind the head and different things they would do in the
Are you
fight.
saying Tyson's teaching you how to fight dirty?
No,
This is what
he
you going with?
was actually showing me how
to look
these
out
guys
for?
got away with certain things in a fight because the referee wasn't watching, but they got away with it.
And it's part of the fight.
Part of the
it's
fight.
like spades. If you don't catch the renege, it's a part of
And
the
they're
game.
and they're hurting
It's a part of the game.
they're
Yeah, it's a
hurting
part of the
you.
game. It's spades.
And it was great. It was a great learning experience for me, and it was great to go up there, actually spar with a guy that later on I would fight. And Customato actually predicted that.
He said that at one point you guys are going to meet later on in life.
And I didn't know if that was true. I always remembered what he said, and I said, "Is this ever going to happen?"
Right.
And it happens.
Okay, all right. So now Catskills happen. You go on. You live this career. Tyson comes out. You never fight. He goes to jail. He comes out. Right. I believe one of his tactics was he won the fight prior to you getting in the ring because most people, he intimidates them. Now, are you not intimidated from Mike because of the Catskill experience, or you're just not intimidated because you don't get intimidated?
I don't get intimidated. Yeah, my thought, let me tell you, first time I went into the ring, I had my first fight. I had to go to the bathroom, and my stomach was.
Take a shit?
No, I had to wee. Plus, I had butterflies in my stomach.
Did you say wee?
Yeah, wee.
I've never heard that before.
First time on Drink Champs.
Now you have to remember, I'm a kid. So kids wee.
Okay, wee.
Men piss.
Let's take a shot for the kids wee. First fight, you had the wee.
Wee. After 10 fights, Didn't have to wee anymore.
No weeing.
But
Oh, because it was a nervous thing.
Right. So I had butterflies in my stomach.
Everybody gets butterflies.
Yeah.
Right?
After 20 fights,
Right.
done with the weeing, done with the butterflies.
Okay.
So that's how you progress in boxing mentally.
Okay, so now you're dominated. This guy is on the other side of the world. You guys are connected. And you see the previous of what he's capable of. I'm not sure if he's on a downfall at this time. I'm sure you could probably...
You talking Tyson?
Tyson, yeah.
Tyson's coming out of incarceration.
Incarceration.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
But he's a monster.
Oh, yeah.
This press conference happens. And in the documentary, you say, I'm not backing down.
Straight to the line.
Yeah, all right. So in that situation, it's a situation of like, all right, we all know about Tyson.
Right.
Nobody knows about me.
Right.
So I'm like,
I think we gotta make some noise.
you know,
Go ahead.
and you know, in my culture, it's like, you know, we say the dog that barks the loudest has no teeth. So it was a situation where like, yo.
This is the first time it felt like he was deliberately trying to intimidate you.
Yeah, he's bad. He's a bad guy
Right.
in the sense of like he can intimidate people. He's intimidated a lot of people, but you don't know who he's intimidating. He's intimidating a bad guy.
Right.
I'm a bad man in that sense. I don't take that.
Right.
So
Bad man don't put it on no makeup. Respect, right?
Yeah.
This is the I'll eat your children time, right?
yeah, lotion woman, we know lotion man.
The low sound.
So he knew. Well, I knew what he was about, but he didn't know what I was about.
Right.
You don't know where I'm coming from, nothing about me. It's like that Riddick Bowe situation where like, yo, he said this about me? Okay, cool, all right. He's gonna see. So mentally, I was prepared for that. I was prepared for that fight, I was looking for that fight, and I knew that he didn't know me, and mentally, I'm really strong-minded.
Are you holding on to what happened as y'all as children, or you saying, nah, you know what, that was us as children?
Actually, I didn't realize, I didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't know why he was being like this because we knew each other as, when I went up to the Catskill, we were friends.
Right.
You know,
he says that. Like,
yeah.
Afterwards, he says that, and he says he's only promoting the fight. But as a fan, I didn't take it like that. I didn't take it like he was only promoting the fight. I took it like, what the fuck is these two grown men? You know, this is me as a fan. I have no ties to anybody at this time, at least. So go ahead, continue.
Let me tell you, what a lot of people don't realize and don't remember, or don't know, is the fact that the promoter wanted that to be an American-British thing.
Ooh, like West Coast, East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, but it was more American, and the British are coming type of thing. Yeah. So we said no, it can't be that. We don't want that type of mess. That's too messy. It's not even true, but it's
Right, that's
messy.
some wrestling shit.
Yeah. So you know, it was more just you know, me trying to get the heavyweight championship of the world, Tyson trying to legends meeting.
Wow, that's classic.
And I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. The other day, Zab Judah's out here, so I couldn't get to him. We couldn't make it happen or whatever. But I'm saying Zab Judah and Lennox have a connection. I just can't identify the connection. I watched the documentary the third time, and I'm like, Dingus, Zab Judah was actually with Tyson that day. Did you and Zab Judah had a relationship other than that, or no? That was the first time.
No, I knew of Zab.
Okay.
I've watched him box. He's a great fighter, and
Big up Zab Judah.
yeah, big him up.
Salud.
But you know, obviously, there's people that love Tyson. That you know, they love Tyson so much. Right. Zab is one of them.
Right.
I don't hold it against him.
So, okay, now this fight finally happens, right? You already know you great. You already know what's happening. You're in the room. I believe you're playing bald hats, right?
What am I playing?
Bob Marley.
I don't.
Yeah.
Was it in the Tyson fight?
No, I'm talking about in the dressing room.
Oh no!
No, you're playing something.
I was playing Capleton.
That was current to that time.
Yeah.
Right.
And the guy from Tyson camp. Because see, your man said that he knew he was going to win the fight from the press conference. I did not know that. I knew he was going to win the fight because of how you did not care that Tyson's man was there to sign your glove.
Classic.
That was the body snatcher right there.
Oh, wait, what?
That was the body snatcher. That was Mike McCollum.
The guy that was there to sign your glove. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's Jamaican.
Oh, so he understood.
Yeah, he understood. Nice guy, loved the guy to death. But you know, he's a Tyson fan. He loves Tyson. He loves me too.
Right.
But at that time, he was with Tyson. So Tyson told him to come over.
Watch you wrap your gloves.
Watch me wrap my gloves. We're playing some Jamaican music. We're getting into it. He's feeling the vibe. You know, he's trying to say, you know, he's on a Tyson field. I'm trying to say I'm on a Lewis field. We're not giving up. This is how we feel about it. You know, we're feeling good. So all he could feel was the vibe in the dressing room, knowing that we were ready.
Right.
And he couldn't really come back and give that to Tyson and say, oh, what could he tell Tyson?
Yo, Lennox over there not playing.
Yeah. he basically said, I watched them
he ain't got no skill.
wrap up. Yeah. Everything's good.
Okay.
But he felt the vibe.
So now, all right, let me ask you. You do know the reputation of Tyson. This is after Holyfield. You beat Holyfield. He fought Holyfield. Right. He bit Holyfield's ear off. He bit you in the press conference, I believe. That's what you said.
In the leg?
In the leg.
Yeah.
In
he
the
threw
leg.
the first 3 punches.
How the fuck did he get to the leg?
Right here. In the leg.
Tyson 5'11".
Yeah.
You gonna bite it.
Yeah,
So-
I threw the first punches though.
The first 3 punches, I believe you said.
He threw, yeah.
So, this first round happens. I believe it's the first time I've ever seen this. They had these people with the yellow shirts.
First time in history.
I'm a boxing
First
fan. My
time in
father was a
history,
boxing
yeah.
player, fought in the Golden Gloves. I'm not a boxer, I'm a shooter. I don't know why. I don't know how that happened. It's fucking weird. Right? But anyway, first time I'm looking and I'm seeing yellow shirts in between the ring. And I'm like, wow. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I've never seen this before.
That's what I
And
was
I'm thinking, I'm walking in the ring. Let me tell you, first thing, Tyson came into a great song.
DMX?
Yes.
DMX,
Yeah.
baby.
What was it?
What the nigga want? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
You sound just like him,
You know who I came into? You know who I came into? I came into Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
And I wasn't in no rush. I was easy. Yeah, we're going in, we're chasing the ballers out of
No
town.
worry, no cry, that's right. Bob
Yeah,
Marley.
yeah.
You don't
They're trying to rush you out.
And big up to the Marley family, the whole
All
of the
of them,
Marley
yeah.
family.
My
Big up
people.
Richie, big up.
Yeah, those are my people.
Yes.
So go ahead.
So, you know, I was relaxed coming in the ring. When I came in the ring, I went over to my corner. I seen Mike Tyson in the middle of the ring looking over at me. I'm like, I don't have to look over. I'm back here. I can see everything. So that was interesting. First time in history that ever happened. First time in history, we actually weighed in on separate days.
Close to the press conference.
Because of they thought something was going to go off. You know, my team against his team. Because it happened before. But it didn't, you know, it was great that we walked into the fight with a human
And I'm going to tell you something.
barrier between
barrier
you.
between us,
something.
yes.
And I'm not on Tyson's team in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But when him rushed you at that press conference, I bought the pay-per-view immediately. Because I said, holy shit. Like, they hate each other. This is what So when Tyson at the
trying
end,
to say that his promo worked. That's what you're saying.
no, it absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
And you got to remember, like, what year was that? Can you Google that?
04, 03?
Okay.
03.
I was gonna say 2000.
I had to
4. 03, 4.
like, yo, pay-per-view right then. Like, let's go.
Right.
And so
Let me tell you,
Okay.
I didn't come to that press conference to fight.
Right.
I was in a suit.
You was in a suit, a gray suit.
Yeah, I was in a 3-piece suit. It's like, oh, you know. But I did have the fruits of Islam protecting me.
Right.
So they protected me like I wasn't touched in that sense. Like when he attacked me, they were there.
Wow.
I didn't want that to happen. In fact, I couldn't believe it happened. Why would the man attack me? So I thought that he never wanted to fight because he attacked
Because
me.
like what Rick Bowe did?
Yeah.
You think that was a Rick Bowe move type of thing? Or no? It couldn't be with Tyson.
I just thought it was
ferocious.
I thought it was a sucker move in one sense. Like, yo, why is he doing it? Doesn't he want the fight to happen? We're gonna make millions. What's he doing? But I didn't think the millions mattered at that time. So anyway, when he bit me on my leg, it's like, yo, I was shocked that he would bite me on my leg. I've never been bit by a human before.
And this is after he bit Evander. So you knew when you got bit, oh, this is human, right? You knew that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
This is human.
This
is a human bite.
This is not pit bull. Like,
I was actually in a little shock, like, yo, this man bit me. I can see the bite.
It drew blood?
There's a green circle around the bite.
That means almost.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this guy's saying that, you know, he wants
He bruised.
He wants to eat my kids. I'm like, I don't know about all that jail talk and, you know what I mean?
And he is coming from jail.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
jail talk to me.
And then also, let's be clear, I'm a Tyson fan, but he also told a reporter, "I'll fuck you in the ass." Like it was, it was weird. You don't remember
When he
that?
just got
He was like, "I'll fuck you in the ass." Like, whoa.
To me, that was just wilding. Like, yo, we were videotaping this whole shit.
But and you can't. You this is not the guy you met in Casket.
No, I don't know him like that. I don't know him like that. I know him as a nice guy. You know, he's
And you guys were kids
very
when you
polite.
met.
Yeah. So this is a new person to me. So after the fight, this is the guy that I know.
Right. Because I'm gonna be honest, I always felt like you didn't forgive him right after the fight. Right after the fight, when he's apologizing to you, you're definitely not looking at him. You're looking away.
Was that on purpose? No, maybe
no,
adrenaline.
bro, you gotta remember. You gotta remember. I won the fight, so I can never look at him badly. Like, yo, I won the fight. I feel good.
Right.
You know, he's apologizing.
There's just a lot going on at the moment. Adrenaline. And
I didn't realize. I always thought you was being like harsh. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
This is the fight of the century, my brother.
Yes.
This is the fight that everybody was looking forward to. They wanted to see this fight, so I'm happy it actually occurred. Instead of like, yo, if he would be incarcerated and we never fought, that this whole argument would be going for centuries.
Now I'm gonna tell you something.
But wait, you gotta give it up to Tyson.
Yeah.
For his humility after the fight.
Let me tell you, not only that, Mike Tyson came to New York club. I forgot the name of the club right now. It escapes me. But when they were saying that I was, you know, undisputed champion, he came and said and paid his respect, and I'm like, yo, this guy respects me, man. This guy's full of respect. I love this guy.
The one when you was with your wife?
Yes.
Okay, I remember that.
Yes. I can't remember right now because you guys got me drinking.
No, we all are.
So, when you look at the odds and all this, like, and people like, Lennox is. What was the odds against you and Tyson?
You know, I think it was more, he's from Britain. And, you know, horizontal heavyweights. You know, they don't have a chance. We got a killer. We got Tyson. So everybody was looking at me as being the soft Englishman type of thing. So I just wanted to prove them wrong. Let's drink to that.
I got one more shot left in me.
Let's go. Come on,
I got another shot.
Please.
I also, you know, I watched
the mic, Sonny.
I watched the doc myself, and I noticed from the beginning to the end, you had lots of friends, but there was certain friends that you trusted, that you took along.
That car
with you
story is ill.
just to keep you grounded. And I want you to talk about that. You know, the importance of having your friends go along your journey with you. And second part of the question is, are your hands still considered lethal weapons?
Let me answer the first question. Yes. Let me ask, the second question.
Let's drink to that.
Yeah, the first question, what was it?
About the friends. About the friends.
Sonny's asking, he's looking at N.O.R.E. while he's asking you that question.
About equity.
No, it's not. His friends is like Sonny friends.
No, my friends were important. It was important to me to keep my friends there. And, you know, let's talk about Courtney. Courtney is such a great friend. Me and him were in the same class together. Right. We used to give trouble to the teachers.
He's a football player?
He's the guy that talked about, Yeah. We're on the same football team together. Now,
see the guy who's supposed to go be an athlete, athletic trainer.
Yeah.
But he stopped it because for one fight.
Right.
The one with the car with closing your eyes. Yeah,
that's him.
I love that.
And you know, he knew. I know him. I knew him. I know how he is. He's a serious guy. He don't take it. He's a straight talker. So having him on my team was very important. It was a good asset for me because I didn't have to worry about if he's gonna lie to me, if money's gonna manipulate him, if people are gonna manipulate him.
Keeping you grounded.
Keeping me grounded. So he was great. So respect to him.
Yeah, as I pour you another shot. So now you beat Tyson. You go in the ring. Like, do you realize how many people love Tyson? Did you get like death threats and things like that when you beat Tyson? Like, because like, motherfucker, it must be somebody like, no?
You know, I knew a lot of people love Tyson
right.
to the degree where, you know, I would, like for instance, I'm in New York and we're going to one of those after hour clubs.
Yeah, I know about it.
Me and my boy is going to the club alone.
Right.
As we're walking into the club, we're seeing like 15 guys stomping out one guy. And then as we're walking in, the guy comes up to me and says, "Oh, yo, yeah, we love Tyson." I'm like, "I love Tyson too." And then, you know, nothing happens. They go on because I'm like, "You ready? I'm ready for it." Yeah, I'm ready for it. You know, it's like that. It's like I'm in America, a lot of Tyson fans, and I'm the man that's saying I'm the best and I'm gonna beat Tyson. So, you know, I gotta watch where I step because there's a lot of Tyson fans.
Before Quick Time Islam, do you remember? I was shooting a video. I'm gonna live my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that video.
Yeah. Little X is filming the video. Little X pulls me to the side, says, "Yo, you know who Lennox Lewis is? I wanted to chop Little X in his fucking throat." Of course I know who fucking Lennox Lewis is. Like, Lennox Lewis gonna come by and come chill. So we're like, all right, no problem. Lennox Lewis come by, I come give him a 5. I'm totally forgetting I'm filming the video.
He was there that day?
Yeah.
He came.
I was there too.
Was there, yeah.
No, he was there too.
He came there that day. And this is, and Ja Rule and them, they pull up. And Ja Rule and them look, and they say, "Man, Lennox." And Lennox, you could tell he's just focused. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember it like yesterday because I never forgave Ja Rule for this. I never forgave Ja Rule for this. So I looked, and Ja just looked at, he was like, "Yo, bro, so you know, you're gonna lose against Tyson." And I could just look at Lennox's face. He just zoned in on Ja Rule.
You remember this?
Yeah.
And like he he gave him the eyes of pain.
The tiger.
He didn't really want to, we invited, and I could remember. I remember when he beat Tyson, I called Ja Rule. I said, "You fucked up, man." Yeah, but I could imagine. Well, this is Ja Rule. Ja Rule didn't disrespect. He just was. He just was voicing his opinion. But I could imagine what you was going through. through the world when you're walking around? People would say
or here, no, more here probably.
More in America because even to Puffy, I said, Puff, who are you gonna pick? He said, I gotta go New York. I'm like, New York after all you see? He said, I gotta go New York. I'm like, okay, cool. I respect that. I respect the man saying to my face, he's going with Tyson, but me and him are friends. Because that gave me the heat to prove him wrong. Like, yo, bro, I beat.
And now you friends with Dr. Dre, goddammit.
Yeah. It's good for that.
Dre doing voiceovers.
And getting over his little situation.
Yeah. We need Dre here at Drink Champs, by the way.
Yeah,
Dre, listen up.
Yeah.
So let's dive into that for a second. Most people can't get Dr. Dre to pick up their phone, answer their two-way.
What's that connection?
Let me tell you, Dr. Dre is an incredible.
You're in his house.
He's incredible, bro.
Yeah.
Incredible. Like, yo, this guy is
He's
mentally.
iconic.
This guy should be playing chess. He's playing chess on a different level.
Right.
He had the EFN glasses on too. He had the glasses on.
EFN glasses?
I'm sorry. I'm talking about you behind the back. He had the EFN glasses.
What's the EFN?
My glasses I used to wear?
In a great way. They had the EFN lenses. He was reading from the script. You ain't see? I'm sorry.
Oh, like OG, like I'm old.
Yeah,
I got it. All right.
But what are you hanging out with him and you say, could you narrate my shit, or he just says?
Listen, I met Dre in Miami.
Wow.
At a club. Me and him was sitting down. He had like 6 bodyguards. And I was sitting next to him. I was like, yo, what's up? And me and him were talking for a while, and I realized the guy's got a great spirit, great energy. And then when I went to his house to talk to him about the documentary, he showed me his house, big house, beautiful house. But he's got a beautiful mind. And he's got great positive people around him. His friends are very positive. So, I told him my thing about doing a documentary, open up my life and this and that. He said, do it. He said, my friend came every day and told me I need to do the documentary. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Then after the 3rd time, he said, okay, you do it. Then he did it. He said he was glad he did it. So that really showed me that I needed to do it. He said, open up. He said, people want to know you. They want to tell
We need to know the other part.
Yeah, and he was right. So I did, and he helped me open up with my documentary. So
goddamn, make some noise for that.
That's a great documentary, by the way.
Now we got a segment on the show called Quick Time Islam. Now, if you don't want to pick either one, it's okay. But you got to take a shot.
Okay.
All right. All right, let's get his shot lined up.
Give him another.
That's little. That's too little. Now, give him a little something more. Give him a little something more. Because I know you can't pick for this first one. And I'm gonna take a shot with you. Whenever you can't take. All right, that's cool. All right, cool. Heavyweight champion, bro. 90%. All right. I'll take the big one. All right. So whenever you can't pick, then we take a shot.
Okay.
This first one, you might as well get your shot ready.
Let's do it.
All right, because this is Quick Time Islam, right? The first one is England or Canada?
The world.
Well, that's a shot.
Take a shot. What the fuck are you doing, DrinkChampSports?
Yeah, we all gotta suffer.
Okay, this should be easy, but that's cool. This should be easy for you. Mike Tyson or Ali?
Oh, both.
Oh, that's a shot.
God, you're killing all.
Oh, come on. We can't take all these shots.
Before you go to the next one, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Break it down.
Both legends. I love them both. Great people. Great character. And they're living history.
Generationally, they were the greatest in their own sense, you know?
All right, but I'm going to need you to choose a side for here now. Jay-Z or Nas?
Ooh, you got oranges and you got apples. Which one do you put in your grocery basket? I'll put them both. You got apples and oranges.
You gotta take a shot too now.
I'm gonna get my shot. I'm gonna get my, cause I don't know how he answered.
I gotta take a weed.
We're gonna need another one.
Hold on. All right, yeah, all right, cool guys. I'm gonna take my shot.
After shot with that.
All right.
You holding that down, so we're not taking a shot for that one?
Yeah, I'm taking a shot. But also,
he said both.
He said both, yes. But I feel like
you can't. Which is the favorite fruit? Oranges or apples?
That's very true. All right, let's take a shot for this one.
That's how I look at Biggie and Pac. Oranges and apples.
Yeah, that's why I ain't got Biggie or Pac here. But Jay-Z.
You already said that.
We already said Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's the shot we're waiting to take. We're waiting to take it.
I was trying to avoid that.
We will have Tupac and Biggie there.
That's Nate Sean walked in here. All right. MSG or MGM?
Don't know who they are.
MSG is Madison Square Garden.
And then MSG, what you put in the food.
MGM, Vegas. Yeah.
You're talking about two meccas.
Is this another apple and orange? Is this a mango and avocado?
Give my shot, man.
Do you want to put a mango and avocado?
The champ is winning. He's still undefeated.
Come on, baby.
We gotta take the shot. Finally, we gotta take the shot. We gotta hear these rules.
MSG Bush into with Patrick Ewing.
All right. This is better. Are you better?
Hang on.
Joe?
Dr. J.
No.
Or Michael.
No, chill. I got this. This is my show, Lewis. What you like? All right. Joe Louis or Rocky Marciano?
Oh, my brother. My brother.
We got you.
That is sweet plantain and tostones.
Pick a side.
I'm going for the bigger man. Joe Louis.
Yeah! We don't gotta take the shot.
Thank you. We don't gotta take a shot for that. All right.
Now, the reason why I took that because Joe Louis is bigger. He's a heavyweight.
Right.
As a bigger heavyweight.
All right, I got a couple more. All right. I think I know who you're gonna pick with this. Emmanuel Stewart or Customado?
Ooh.
We got you.
Gotta pick one.
You got history and science. Which one? History
believe
or
in
science?
I believe in science. And I believe in history too.
We gotta take a
You gotta believe in history.
Please pick one, because I don't got to. I'll take another shot. Be ready. Because this shit gets harder after this,
Come
man.
on, baby.
Fuck you, ass. This shit gets harder after this. All right.
So no, either or?
Oh, no. History and science. You can't break history and
All right.
science.
No shot for that. But this one is, I'm going to get my shot lined up.
Okay.
Jordan or Kobe?
Oh,
Lord,
Come on, that's history or science.
dude. That's exactly what it is. We dead V, dude.
let's say, when I heard about Kobe's passing,
Rest in peace.
I was so disappointed. I was so struck. What really struck me the most was the fact that he had his daughter with him.
Oh man, that's
So he will be forever loved, and every time I go in LA, I see different paintings, murals of him.
Murals, yeah.
So he will always be remembered.
Goddamn.
So
I respect that.
let's have a salute for that.
Okay, then we doing that regardless. Then, man. Word.
him and his daughter.
Yeah.
So you picking Kobe?
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
At this point.
LeBron or Durant?
Oh, talking about two great basketball players, bro.
That's the power of positivity.
He's like Pharrell. He's like Pharrell.
Positivity. That's
He's
it.
too positive. Yo, pick one first.
He's like regular potato, sweet potato.
Let me tell you, both of them do positive shit.
That's
very
all
true.
it is, man.
So how can you pick one? Both of them. Let me tell you.
This is a shot.
The next
fest.
one, you gotta pick one.
I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick it.
The next one. Now it gets tough. It gets very tough.
This is easy.
Little Kim or Foxy Brown?
Oh, Foxy Brown, baby. big respect to Lil Kim because
Big respect. That's
she
our
was
homegirl.
the first. She was the first. She did it the most. She did enough things, and she's opened the way for the young kids that are coming up now.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Lil Kim is there, and let me tell you, I was walking one time. I think I was in Fontainebleau or something, and she was out there, and I walked past her, and she goes, "Hey, you don't remember me? You don't know me?" I'm like, "Who are you?" She goes, "Lil Kim." I'm like, "What?" So, and she was actually at poolside, so you know.
We don't know where this is going.
I feel like he's trying to fix something, but it's not getting fixed.
Lil Kim is sweet. She's a sweet person, a very nice
Respect.
personality.
Respect
to her.
All right. I'm getting my shot ready.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Tupac or Biggie?
Oh, come on, man.
I'm getting my
We
shot
already
ready.
know where this is going.
You know where this is going, bro.
All right.
Which questions are these?
These are hazardous sounds questions. You gotta pour yourself a shot. Unless
He's like, does the sun need the
unless you're
moon?
gonna pick somebody. You're not picking Tupac or Biggie, right? That's it. That's cool. That's cool.
Listen,
That's it.
I am
Go
picking
to-
somebody.
You are picking somebody.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm picking.
No.
I'm picking history and science.
History and science.
That's the name of this episode. History and
History and
science.
science.
Same bag of groceries.
All right. Indoor training or outdoor training?
I say winter training.
That's outdoor. No?
That's
I
indoor.
feel like we got to
No,
take a shot
I
for
say
that too.
outdoor.
That's seasonal.
Outdoor.
That's
Outdoor.
seasonal.
Let me tell you why.
Outdoor.
When I was training in the winter, I got in the best shape of my life. You know why? Because I couldn't stop.
And if he dies, he dies.
Oh, because you had to keep yourself warm.
Yeah.
Right. Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. You don't remember that? Rocky
Of course, yeah.
I'm sorry.
History or science guy?
Hey, man, I love them both, man. That's why I took a shot.
What's your favorite subject?
All right. So here's the crazy shit. Now here's this is my engineer.
Give it to me. Give it to me, baby.
Quick time.
He fucked up. Listen. Floyd Mayweather or Sugar Ray Leonard?
Classic.
I gotta say Floyd in this.
All right.
Let me tell you.
Very definitive.
And let me tell you, I'm not wrong on both because, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard is a legend.
He's a legend.
And I've watched a couple of fights of him where he's impressed me. So, when you say which one? Science, baby. Science, baby.
You already picked Mayweather, right?
Yes.
I got to take a shot for that, right? All right. This one, I'm pretty sure clear on what you're going to say. Dr. Dre or Puff Daddy?
He's going to say Dr. Puff Daddy.
How can you put two legends and say to pick one?
How
can you say two legends?
He's been saying it 50 times already.
Just go with your narrator, man.
I'm all in.
Just go with your narrator, man.
All right. I'm all in. I'm all in.
Dr. Dre?
We gotta pull out.
Dr. Dre?
Or another shot.
Dr. Dre is a legend.
All right, I'm taking a shot, goddamn.
Puff Daddy,
I'm taking a
Puff
shot,
Daddy
goddamn.
is a legend.
So it's Dr. Puff Daddy. Let's go.
Yo, we never drank so much in our life.
Nah, this is our brother Lennox,
That's it,
man.
man. We love it.
And let me tell you something, bro. Salute, bro.
Salute.
Hold on, I got two more questions.
Please tell him.
All right.
Jesus,
Loyalty or respect? Come on, let's finish that. Let's finish that first.
Oh, my brother.
solid.
I already have one.
Watch this.
You're talking apples and pears.
Watch this.
Apples and pears.
Watch this.
All right.
How can
You never bring mangoes into the equation?
Hey, man, pour up, man.
All right. We be pour up. I'm pouring up.
Yo, you didn't drink your shot, bro.
I did. I just poured this one.
I don't believe you.
This is the last one.
You acting like an apple and a pear right now,
Yeah,
bro.
let's go. Give me another one.
Pour it
Give me
up.
another one. And this one, I know how he's gonna answer this one.
Dale.
This is the very last quick time with slime. Is everybody here?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Chicho, ¿qué te digo?
Dale que tú puedes.
Dale que tú puedes. Dale que tú puedes.
Knockout or TKO?
Oh,
Not this-
that's easy.
Knockout.
You know it, baby.
Knockout. I'm gonna take the shot anyway.
Come on, on, goddamn.
Everybody get a shot.
Come on, man. Ask me another question.
Oh no, we good. We good. No.
You guys have a quick time with DrinkChampSports panel?
Come on, let's go. I got more.
I got one.
I'm gonna go take a week, guys.
I got one.
Yeah, let's go.
Frank or Kelly?
Oh. Maloney.
Take a shot. He's not answering. Hold on.
Hey, I like Frank and Kelly. They both my people.
That's why he's in Malone.
Let me tell you.
Down the line.
The fact that, I knew Frank as Frank for the whole of his life. When he turned into Kelly, it's like, okay, if this is what you want to do.
You had the first Bruce Jenner in your shit.
Yeah.
You had the first Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight it. If that's what's
that's gangster. I don't care.
If that's gonna stop you,
very hard. It's very true. I feel like
show me how big it is, man.
Goddamn, look at the size of that thing. Goddamn.
I'm not surviving the fight at all. Let's just be honest.
For my son.
You just a baby, man. You just a baby. Like me, I could go with him, but I'm just saying.
You can't go with him nowhere.
I want to know what basketball team did you like? Don't tell me Boston.
Oh, he fucked up.
Celtics.
I knew it.
I like the Celtics.
I see it.
Okay.
I see it, my brother.
Hey, man.
Hey, what are you doing right here?
It's almost St. Patrick's Day. I'm celebrating St.
We
Patrick's
New York
Day
dudes
early
in Miami.
today.
But
That's right.
Yeah, but tell them, so, holy moly guacamole, because this is very, I like Frank. But then I like Kelly afterwards. But, you were, the first person to have, a Bruce Jenner type-ish in your camp. And you accepted it.
It wasn't in my camp, in a sense. What he did was really realize that he wasn't happy with himself, so he wanted to be Kelly. I'm saying, if that's what you want to be, Kelly, and it's going to make you happy, and it's going to save your life, because if you're thinking about...
Try to commit suicide.
Right. If you're trying to hurt yourself and you feel that if you become Kelly, you'll be all right, I'm with it. I don't want people to commit suicide on different things.
No. But that doesn't change the fact the way he communicates with you or
loyalty to you.
Yeah, no.
Respect.
You know what I mean?
But it had to be conflicted because, Jamaicans are probably the deepest, rudest.
This is true.
What is it? Bati.
Yeah, shout out to Buju.
No Bati, no.
Bati.
You hanged around with a lot of Jamaicans, so you know what's going on. You know what's going on.
New York
But
City.
I realized that some of them come to me and say, you know what? Every man should live how they want to live.
Yes.
There's some of them, but there's not all.
No, I believe in that.
You're talking about...
I believe in people should live how they want to live. If you want to live like that, that's okay.
Right.
I'm not fighting against you.
I believe that too. I believe what you believe.
Yeah, the world is round. It's not flat. It's not square. It's round. So we gotta open up ourselves and be open to different things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if people have that in their mind, if you want to be a certain way, I'm not fighting against you. That's how you want to live your life. This is your existence.
Right.
So I'm not against it.
It's about who's on your side, actually.
Yeah.
Like I said, it doesn't change the communication he has with you from beginning or then.
No.
Right.
So, when I look at Kelly, what his choices are and what he wants to do, and the fact that he's doing it, I'm not fighting against him.
Right.
I'm
That's
like,
beautiful.
This
He
is
was
good.
he was the first Kylie Jenner. What's her
Bruce.
name? Bruce Jenner.
I mean, I'm sure he's not the first.
No,
he's
but
not.
in a public
Not the first.
platform,
On
correct?
that level.
In a
On
public,
that level.
especially at that time.
Right, and he didn't do it against you. He obviously, it was hard for him.
Yeah, it was
Or
hard.
her.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, if the man wants to do a certain thing, I'm gonna think about it and say, if that's what you want to do, I'm there. I'm
Right.
there. I'm supporting it. I don't want people to commit suicide. If they want to commit suicide,
Live your life.
But not living your life.
life.
Yeah,
Live your
live your
life.
life.
Live your life.
That hasn't. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that hasn't been the highlight from the documentary where he started as a him and then ended as Kelly. So that shouldn't change the perspective of who he is as a person.
Right.
I used to like
Frank
that
and
they put it
Kelly.
at the
I don't know
end
who to call.
Where it wasn't.
I like them both.
It's crazy because how they put it in the documentary, I thought they put it perfectly.
Right.
They did.
At
They
the
did.
end.
That's why
I thought it was perfectly too.
Yeah.
I thought it was perfectly too because a lot of us don't understand what's going on, but we respect.
Yeah.
And that's all we got to do. It's just
It's
respect.
respect.
Like, you know,
That's good.
it's not for us to understand.
Yeah,
it's
you
for
just
us
gotta
to
respect everybody's individual choices. Like that's you.
And I respect it. I
What's you
don't
is
need
you
to
and what's
understand.
me is me.
I
You know,
respect
there's
it.
a lot of things going on in the world right now. There's this Megan aspect going off with with what's going on
Race
with the royals.
and stuff.
Megan
Marco.
right.
Meghan
How do you
Markle.
feel about that?
How do I feel about
as
that?
for someone that's from
Oh yeah, because
Yeah. No, you know, she has shown that there's different things going on that she had to deal with, and how she came out of it.
And Piers Morgan says she's a liar. And
Yeah,
I think Piers Morgan's a fucking
Piers Morgan is a bully.
him.
Is a bully in one
You know
sense.
what, Piers Morgan, you can't shut me down. Fuck you.
You ain't invited to
I
drink
don't have
champs.
a balls. I don't have a balls.
No, actually, come
But
to
even
Drink
my-
Champs. Let's
but
see.
even my partner,
Let's see
you
what's
know,
up.
In your early
Jay
years
Z,
growing
Puff
up.
Daddy, and Nas Escobar.
In
I don't give a. They gonna let me do what the fuck I want to do.
In your early years growing up
Piers
in
Morgan,
Britain,
fuck him. I don't like
Sonny,
him.
how the fuck he did that for you and you couldn't do it for yourself?
I
And he don't even have headphones
my
on.
battle do say it's almost over, man. Listen,
He's a professional.
in your early years growing up in Britain, would you agree with what she said? Did you feel any of that?
What, racism? Just say, do you,
What she said was her reality, and I appreciate the fact that it came out so people can actually talk about it.
Yeah.
And I think that talking about it is very important because it gets people's views and what she's gone through. Like, for instance, we don't know what she's gone through, but she told us what she's gone through.
Her truth.
Yeah, her truth. And we have to listen to it. This is the first time that, you know,
Black woman.
a black woman's being involved in
that family,
in the royalty family.
But it's not surprising. These are monarchies that are centuries old.
Me, I know
from eras of
you're right,
slavery or whatever, everything that's happened in the world.
You're right. It happens, and it's interesting that it's brought to the forefront. It's important that it's brought to the forefront because what she's saying that she's involved in the family, and she felt like, she felt that nobody was with her, and she felt that she needed to tell the people what was happening around her. So that was good.
Yeah, it was legit.
That was positive.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it helps us, you know, open up and speak about what's happening. Be open.
Do you see the memes where it's like
the memes?
The memes where they're like, the English family, how they see the baby, and then how the English family see the baby. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
All right,
Yeah, you know, it's reality. You know, if she felt that way, and you know, I understand that people will talk about the future and how the future looks. So if they're saying, what color is the baby gonna be? That's positive talk. You don't know. Megan, how she looks, you wouldn't think she was black, but she's black.
Right.
She's beautiful.
Why would that be positive talk?
I think it's positive because it's talk. You know, people are interested.
It's an inquiry. It's more.
It's inquiry.
It's not positive.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know, if somebody said, "Oh, what color is the baby going to be?"
It's not positive.
Who cares?
But that's not positive.
It's positive. You know why I say it's positive?
Why?
Because it's being spoke about. Somebody's saying I wonder what the color of the baby is going to be like.
That's not positive.
Hang on.
You know what
it's
about.
It's an inquiry.
It's an inquiry.
If a tall person has a baby with a small person, is it positive to say, are they going to be short? No, it's just an inquiry.
No, but that's actually an obvious conversation, though.
Yeah, it's a conversation.
It's an obvious conversation. Is it going to be?
If a black person is going to have a baby with a white person, are they going to be dark skinned? That's not positive. That's an inquiry.
No, it's an inquiry.
But it's not.
It's a positive inquiry.
But it's not negative depending on who's asking the question.
It's a conversation.
Thank you. It's a conversation.
It's a conversation, and the conversation.
If the Klansman is saying, "What color's the baby?" That's negative.
No, it's a conversation.
No, that's not a conversation.
It's a conversation.
The Klansman asking is not positive.
You know why?
Both ways.
Because it can go both ways. Tell him why.
Why? Because the Klansman is changing. He's changing his ways.
He asked me to tell him why.
Tell him
I'm going to
why.
tell you why.
You're gonna tell me why?
If you think it's positive, it's positive. If you think it's negative,
No, listen,
still
bro.
right.
I get that spiritual hybrid
No,
shit.
it's not spiritual.
I'm just saying, if the Klansman is asking, he's probably not positive about it.
He's probably not.
He's probably not positive
But
about
it's
it.
still the same.
What the fuck? We turned around.
Drink Champs is over. Make some noise.
Yo, can I take a picture with you, Sonny DB?
Can I get
Look it up, bro.
Can I hold this?
Drink Champs.
No, this one's done. This one's done. And we got me and Paul.
Are we rolling?
God damn it. Where's everybody at?
Before we get out of here, because I want to go back to South Africa real quick, because I went to South Africa and I met some great people, and I want to shout them out real quick, because they're going to be watching this. In Soweto, there was a place called, and I'm going to butcher the name, Slakas, which means butcher or butchery. And it was like their spot where like the rappers went and MCs, the top MCs came out of there. And I want to just shout them out. Salema Wrights, another MC out there. So shout out to them. Everybody that I met out there in South Africa was amazing.
God damn, Mr.
Bro.
South
What can you tell us about South Africa for the people that haven't been there?
I'll tell you what I got out of it, which was insane. Hearing them talk about apartheid openly in open spaces with every race in the room. They just talk. Conversations, like we saying here.
The ones they
that
don't
doesn't
have
happen
in
here in the
America?
States.
Okay, doesn't.
The way I heard it over there. And they're still going through shit. Like, they still have a lot of problems in South Africa. But they talk openly, loud, proud, no matter what. They talking about the past, the present, the future, whatever. And nobody's like blinking an eye of like, is there a white guy there? Is there this guy there?
Is it better than here?
In terms of that conversation?
As far as how people embrace
that
it?
conversation, yes.
The way they embrace it, white?
Yes, the way they talk about the conversation, yes, it's better. I would say.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's what I got out of that trip. And Drain could speak. I don't know. Drain, he went.
England man, respect England man. Come on, England man.
It's out there. Come on. Because we did a documentary out there that's coming out. But damn, man, that's how hypey is
it. Back to my job though. No, I'm serious. Like you gotta think about the apartheid. When did it finish? Like maybe less than 30, 40 years ago.
Apartheid is fairly new in terms of like all of our, it's a current thing that happened in our lifetime.
Okay, let me tell you about the apartheid. I didn't know there was like
You met Nelson Mandela.
No. A thing where they say
that's amazing.
There's a chart where the black people, the Indian people, the less light people, they're on a chart.
The mulattoes, what they call colors over there.
Yeah.
That was a new thing that I never understood until I got there. That they
still,
bro.
Yes.
Indian people have to live where the Indian people live. Black people have to live where the black people live. Light-skinned people have to live.
Well, the black people are the Africans.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The black people are the Africans.
Hold on.
Let them talk.
One question, still?
But let them talk.
Still, I didn't know there was a colored thing. And the colored thing is like, if a comb goes through your hair, then you live with her in a place. The don't go through here. You have to live over there.
It's
I'm
in
like,
the birth certificate. We found that out over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They put Cape Colored. Colored means mulatto for us. Cape Colored, and that means that's your race. That's who you are. That's what you are.
You have to live over there.
That's how you live. I mean, that's your status.
Well, Sonny don't got no problem. He ain't got no hair.
Dominicano.
Listen, not only is a comb gonna go through my hair, but guess what? I'm good everywhere. I'm good everywhere.
listen, bro, I would just want to know what kind of shampoo you use.
Obvious. It's obvious. Head and shoulders.
Good shit, son. Good shit.
Good job. Listen, man, I can't thank you so much, man.
Thank you, bro.
No. But I feel like he still want. I feel like you want to.
I don't know why I feel like I think you want to do cocaine now.
Hang on.
Down
You
here.
beat the Klitschko brothers.
Yeah.
You beat the ferocious one. Not because the other one was like a doctor, right? The other one was, and then you beat the one that's like you want to fight. And you beat him. What made you even want to take that fight? You beat
me
Mike
tell you.
Tyson. You're supposed to retire.
No,
Why
Klitschko
you wanna
brothers.
fight the Russian
The Klitschko brothers are great
You want to fight
fighters.
Evander Holyfield?
Yeah,
Yvonne? What's that
no, Klitschko brothers are they're
Wait,
they're
that
the,
name is fire.
they're the next generation. They came after me, so you know they paid their contribution to boxing.
Not do financial.
Right.
Do eye jammies.
Yeah.
I jam.
So and I appreciate that. I respect them for that. I respect them for
But
that.
you could have retired and just walked away. But you wanted these vicious Russian. It's Ivan Drago. This is fucking Ivan Drago.
The guy from Rocky?
Yeah,
Klitschko
yeah.
brothers.
in
Yeah,
my
for
mind.
sure. Hell yeah.
I don't want Lennox to
Klitschko.
take this fight. I don't have your number at this time, but my mom texting you. Don't take this fight. Why are you fighting Evander Drago? You beat Mike Tyson. Just leave it alone. What made you want to do that, bro?
Because I had the opportunity of boxing the next generation.
Great fucking
Somebody said to me, said like, yo, you're the best of this generation. That other generation is right there. You can beat them and then retire. I'm like, you're right. That's what the goal is. That's what I wanted to do. I want to.
Another generation. Klitschko,
Yeah.
the Hawaiian guy.
Tua.
He wasn't Hawaiian, was it?
I wanted to.
He's Samoan. He was Samoan.
Yeah, Samoan. I wanted to have my generation be the best of my generation and be the best of the next generation coming. So that's why I boxed Klitschko.
Let me ask you this is gonna be super personal. Are Cubans good boxers? I hear that Cubans from the island are
Great
actually really good boxers.
Great boxers.
I'm Cuban American, so it's very important.
They're actually, to me, the Cuban boxers are the best boxers in the world.
Really?
Wow. Let me tell you.
Why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head, man?
Hang on.
You went way too
Olympics.
You went way too personal.
Olympics.
What the fuck is Cubans good?
What do you mean? The Cubans are whooping ass. He said the best. Listen to him.
The best amateur fighters in the world.
Fighters.
That's fine.
That's the best graffiti writers before you hit 7.
Bro, look what they have to work with.
Yeah.
I told you this.
So they focused, they sacrificed, and they worked. And that's what made them the great amateur fighters of today.
So what do they need to be beyond amateurs?
Well, you have to remember,
Cuba.
Cuban fighters don't turn pro.
Yeah.
Because
They're-
of the politics?
Right, because they're Cuban amateurs for life.
You have to defend.
They're not allowed to turn pro because the Cuban system doesn't allow them
Make
to turn
money,
pro.
do this, do that, right.
Right.
There's
But they're
sanctions
great.
against the government, right.
They're great amateur fighters.
You got no more for me? Boris?
They push baseball.
Champ.
Baseball.
Are there Haitian?
Come on,
Are they
baby,
great
Champ, I have a
Haitian
question.
fighters?
Ask me.
He's 100% correct. Meaning they push towards the baseball, the sport that's my father.
Well, the
I
ones
used
that they
to-
can get out of the country.
I used to watch boxing with my father, and I never knew they were lighter
be caring about your niggas
Cubans ever in New York or Boston.
There's black Cubans too.
Never knew. Only black Cuban I know.
You can't buy shit for me, bro.
Dude, and the shit that they do to get out the island is crazy.
Yeah. Tremendous fighters. But then he just said it. Now I understand what my pops was watching. Because guess what? They never turned me
sign on my shit.
No, I'm gonna need a signature too. Fuck this.
But wait,
I never had a signature in my life.
I got a question. I got a question for Lennox.
Listen, bro, I don't have a
It
glove.
gotta be gloves. I fucked up. I was on the way to buy it.
Got an amazing sticker right here.
Everlast gloves. Look at that.
Come on.
Oh, ask me what gloves I love.
What gloves you love, Lennox Lewis champion?
Yes, they got different.
I like
Everlast.
Everlast because obviously Muhammad Ali wore Everlast.
That's mine, by the way, Sonny. Don't play yourself. No, give it to him to sign, please.
Okay.
I would appreciate it.
No, but before we end this, I have questions for you.
Please ask me.
I want to make sure you take care of
Can
business.
you sign that, Lennox, please? That sticker? Thank you.
Okay, I mean,
Sonny wants you to sign his arm.
Because I'm gonna retire this tonight. That's right.
Yeah, there it is.
Let it sign it.
I gotta take this away before Sonny tries to auction it on eBay.
Auction it on eBay? Nah. This is for myself. Let it go sign this. I will get another one.
wait, I have two great questions.
You had two.
No. I got two questions.
God, you better get it in, buddy.
I'm gonna get them in. The champ is the real. See, y'all done fucked up.
Sonny, and D. Last D. Brother.
You had him sign your phone?
DrinkChampSports, please.
Oh, that's a good one, Paul. That's a good one.
That's it, right there. Sonny D.
DrinkChampSports, and my name is Paul.
Boris,
Champ,
you're gonna have him
salute.
sign your belly? Your belly would be dope.
But wait, the question is this.
Last question, is it? We gotta go.
Please.
Let's take a shot.
One more question,
Let's take a
please.
shot. Let's take a shot.
I gotta
I'm in.
take this
Give me a
opportunity
shot.
at DrinkChampSports to say this question.
Paul, you went too far.
No, I'm gonna say.
No, he's taking an opportunity.
You won the Sports Personality of the Year. The
very
same
true.
moment Muhammad Ali won Sports Century of the Year. How did you feel about that, sharing that stage with him?
I felt great. It was an honor to be alongside with my hero, with the person that actually got me involved in boxing.
Everybody's hero.
Yeah, made me realize that, this is a goal, and how he actually did his thing. So it was an honor being a part of that.
That is excellent. The follow-up question would be, you were on the song with Talib Kweli, Rod Digger, and Exhibit called Countdown. You did the intro to that song.
Way to bring it to hip hop, Paul.
I had to bring it to a
Hang
hip
on,
hop song.
stop. Maestro West is from Canada.
Yep.
Boom.
He made a song about me. A couple people made a song in history about me, and please, I respect everyone that made a song about me, because I respect that, because a lot of people don't know.
But you introed that song, and I want to show it right here.
Go on.
Hi, this is Lennox Lewis, undisputed heavyweight champion.
No guy test.
Just like Quali and High Tech.
We're on Revolt TV.
Sonny's getting more collectibles over here.
Off the coaster.
Yo, you got my gloves? Where my gloves?
Sonny's like,
Got it.
are you gonna digitize that and make it an NFT?
Man.
All right, let me tell you something, man. Let's take. Look, you gotta finish your shit. Hold on, and let's do another shot.
Oh, man.
And please take the smoke champs.
You know why?
Pre-rolls with
Yo,
you.
let me tell you something, bro. Lennox, this is the first time I've ever interviewed somebody, and when they say, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
I appreciate
Oh,
it.
I thought he told you that.
Bless.
I was so confused.
In life,
In life.
I've always been taught, you're a gentleman and you're a scholar.
And he's the example.
This is the first time in life
All
I've
the way around.
actually interviewed, hang out,
With a
and
gentleman
chilled
and a scholar.
with a gentleman
All the way around.
and a scholar.
How old are you?
And if you want to know more about help me watch my documentary. This is the Untold Story by Lennox Lewis. Please watch it. You'll be inspired by
Amazon
it.
Prime.
You know, everybody's been watching Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Listen to the
But
pugilist
Muhammad Ali
specialist.
and Mike Tyson both co-signed you.
Specialist.
They both co-signed you. Hold on. So Lennox, I just want to tell you one more time. Yo, listen, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you very much.
And let me tell you something, at Drink Champs, we love to show love to the people that deserve love. And Lennox Lewis is one of them motherfuckers. He give us his flowers right now. Let's do it. Take a picture.
Yeah.